Coach, how do you process Wednesday's game looking back? We talked about it briefly afterwards, now a couple days later. How do you look back on things?
Well, we had a good heart-to-heart, I'll tell you, on Thursday morning when we came in before we looked at any video about how it happened and why it happened and how we can't let it happen anymore and take it as a lesson learned. And, I think we identified some of the problems that we self-inflicted, and hopefully now we learn from it and don't let that happen again.
Is this one of those situations where having some extra veterans in the room can pay dividends to help those younger guys kind of move past a game like that?
I hope so. I mean, the mood was not very good, on Thursday when we got here. But you know what? I thought after the meeting, and some guys went on the ice and some guys worked out. They were better, and then again this morning the mood was better again, and they've moved on from it. And we got to look forward, right? We got to look at this weekend and get something done this weekend. So I think that definitely helped, having some of our leadership group that's really strong help bring the level back to even keel and move forward.
One of those leaders is Boko Amama, scored his first Sens goal in his hometown basically on Wednesday, was wearing an A for you as well. Why have him, I guess, fill that role with some other guys out?
Well, his game's improved the last 2 weeks. I think he's kind of found his identity and he's played better. And you know what? Right from the start, he's always been in the leadership group. He's been in the league for a long time. He's played in the NHL. He's had to grind his way. He's been the hard way, multiple organizations. And he's just a guy that he's got everything he's got through hard work. So that rings in my heart. I mean, I appreciate his effort and where he's gotten his career just through sheer hard work. And I think the way he's playing now will rub off on guys, and they can sit and talk to him about going through waivers, getting cut at training camp, getting traded. He's got a lot of hockey experience to offer to these young guys, and that's why he wears a letter.
We're going to talk to him later in the show as well about that experience and your time as well with him in Ontario. This is a guy that you know pretty well.
Yeah. When I had him, he was just coming out of junior, so he had some growing pains coming into pro, and obviously I know he's a big, strong guy, but it's a different animal being a big, strong guy, 20-year-old against 20-year-olds against a big, strong guy that's 32 and has a family. So he had some growing pains, but he stuck to it, and he's found a way, to get to the NHL multiple times with different organizations. So his journey's not done, and I'm excited that he's here, and we're going to watch him try to get back up to the pinnacle.
Yeah, we're excited to have him as well, for sure. One of the ways you generated some success on Wednesday was that work below the goal line, and that's not just a Wednesday thing. We've seen that throughout the course of your tenure here with this group. What do the players have to do to execute below the goal line? What are the keys to being successful in that part of the rink?
Well, step one is to get it there. So if we don't get it there and we turn it over at the blue line or turn it over in the neutral zone, then you don't get an opportunity to do that. I think we've got some really big bodies. I think some guys are really good at protecting the puck and making small area tight plays with the skill set we have. But the discipline factor of getting it there and believing that works is what we fought with the second half of the game in Laval. So I think some video drove that home, that the success we had down there versus not getting the puck down there and chasing it all over the neutral zone, the result was a horrible meltdown. So I think the belief is there now that they've watched it and seen the positives of it and the negatives of not doing it. So looking for some consistency of doing that tonight.
And lastly, what do we need to know about the Manitoba Moose, a team that we don't see a whole lot throughout the season?
Well, here's a different answer for you. We got to worry about the Belleville Senators, and we're going to dictate what we want to play and how we want to play and the right way for our identity, and then that'll look after itself.
Thanks, Coach. Always appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Sensei.